We need to have a conversation about Austringer, and I want to start off with two truths and a lie. Which one is the lie? Number one, Austringer fell behind as the game moved on. Number two, Austringer is the best legendary 140 in the game. Or number three, Austringer is better than it was. The original Austringer came out on June 4th, 2019, a little over 3 years ago to the day. So think about that time. 150s existed. Metas where range on a hand cannon meant everything. There were metas where range on a hand cannon meant nothing. There were times where the 120s dominated. And our weapons right now are in a new meta. I'm going to dive into detail as I go. And back then, even though a 140 in a world of 150s, the Austringer at the time had the most range and stability out of any legendary hand cannon. A stat monster, it was the king. And I've thought about it, I can tell you confidently, this Austringer is the best 140 legendary hand cannon I've used in Destiny 2. And that reason, the sole reason, is because it's exactly how I want it, because it's craftable. I'm not going to say a bad thing about it today, and there's going to be comparing to other hand cannons in this review, and I want to show you why I crafted it the way that I did. It's still incredible. This right here, this gives me life. It's so good. There's a lot to talk about. But before I start, I'm very happy to announce my partnership with Apex Gaming PCs. And now's the perfect time to get that PC you've been meaning to get. And my PC line with Apex has 3 tiers. We have Cool, Cooler, and Coolest. They're customizable, and just like mine, they run with AMD Ryzen processors and NVIDIA graphics cards, and I love my Ryzen. They're not only great for gaming, but also multitasking. And Apex Gaming PCs offer a lifetime labor warranty, they ship worldwide, 24/7 customer support, and more. There's a lot of stuff to put your mind at ease. If you don't have it all up front, that's okay. They do offer flexible financing installment plans, so go check them out. There's a link down below right at the top of the description, and you can save up to $250 with my code CoolGuy. Austringer is a kinetic 140 RPM legendary hand cannon, fully craftable, and you just have to get lucky. Between the keys, focusing at the Crown of Sorrow, you're looking for 5 red borders. Once you extract the 5 deep sights, you get to unlock it to craft at the Enclave. And this is going to be a very interesting conversation, because not too long ago, I put out a question on Twitter. It got a ton of replies. Now that question, we have Ice Luna, Austringer, Cantata, Palindrome. One of them is deleted from Destiny 2 forever. Which one and why? A lot said Palindrome simply because it's too good. A lot of hand cannons can't compete. A lot said Cantata because it's the hardest to get a good roll on. But just as many said Ice Luna because Austringer's here, and some said Austringer because Ice Luna exists. This is a good problem to have because, to be completely honest with you, I had every intention on showing how and why Austringer got left behind. How there's so many good weapons that have been added since it was first introduced, and they passed it by, which is true. So let's bring up the 2 truths and a lie. Yes, Austringer has fallen behind as the game has moved on. The stats are still great, all are above average, it has 95 recoil direction, it's near perfect. It doesn't have the most range of the 140s anymore, it doesn't have the most stability anymore. But the stats are still stacked, they're juiced. Ice Luna and Pally have more base range, Ice Luna has more stability. So yeah, I had every intention on showing how Austringer just got dusted. That if you have great rolls on those hand cannons, Ice Luna, Pally, and a couple more, that you're not going to be missing much. But I played one game with it, with the random roll that I got, then I crafted it. All that went out the window. I can't do it. Austringer is still incredible. It's elite. And if you're a hand cannon user, I highly encourage you to go craft one. Craft it to you. So I want to talk about my role, to me, what I crafted and why I crafted it that way. Stability masterwork, small bore, ricochet rounds, enhanced Eye of the Storm, enhanced rangefinder. Enhanced Eye of the Storm grants an extra +5 stability, enhanced rangefinder adds an extra +5 handling. The total stats, it has 60 range, 91 stability, 54 handling, 48 reload. It has fall off at 33.5 meters. That's more than enough range. So there's an outlier here, the stability. With that barrel, I didn't go full bore, I didn't go polygonal, I didn't go hammer forged. I went with the flat +7 range, +7 stability, small bore. It's the best of all worlds. Because here's the deal, with the flinch changes, a 100 stability hand cannon gets 15% flinch resistance. Your resilient stat gives flinch resistance, 10% at tier 10. Unflinching armor gives a 0.75 times. Times 2 is 0.7, multiplicative. Then you have targeting on your helmet for accuracy. So what you're seeing in slow motion, do you notice anything? Like, really take it in. With what you're seeing, soak it up, because in the gameplay, I am running 9 or 10 resilience. My Austringer has 91 stability. I have on 1 unflinching mod. I have on targeting. The thing does not move. It is pure. And when it does move from flinch, it is slight. That's where Eye of the Storm kicks in. I have been, and may have been, the first content creator to talk about this perk in depth years ago, on how special it is, how beneficial it is. There's different levels to it. It becomes more accurate as your health gets lower, max benefit at critical health. You get +30 handling, around 40% cone size, and a 17% accuracy cone growth with that decay. It becomes a headshot vacuum, and you have to remember, with that much stability, the accuracy cone resets quicker. It's highly accurate. And with the flinch change, just going all in, all the things that I talked about, any deviation from the head from flinch, Eye of the Storm takes care of it. It's crazy good. And this makes out the second truth. Austringer is better than it was before, because Austringer was the first and later followed by Cantata to have Eye of the Storm rangefinder or Eye of the Storm opening shot. And I've said it time and time again, accuracy is probably the single most important stat in the Crucible. And in this gameplay, with those big changes, unflinching, high stability, high resilience, targeting, I'm also using Lucky Pants, and spoiler, it's not just for last word. It's straight up disgusting with this Austringer. After you ready the weapon, you get an accuracy bonus for a short time after switching. It is nuts. So if you do anything in your next play session, I don't care what weapon it is, as long as it has very, very high stability. It could be a pulse, could be an SMG, I don't care. Get a high stability weapon, get max tier 10 resilience, put on an unflinching mod for the weapon, put on targeting for that weapon. If you do anything, do that. Please try it. Do that for me, because you're going to see it, you're going to feel it. If your shot is true, you're near unstoppable. The changes to flinch are tangible, and earlier I said that I am confident that this Austringer is the best Legendary 140 that I've used in Destiny 2. It's because of those two things. No joke. The flinch changes with high stability, the perk combo of Eye of the Storm, and then a strong second perk like rangefinder or opening shot makes it all come together. And when I reviewed this thing 3 years ago, it hasn't changed. I was all over Eye of the Storm rangefinder, and that's what I encourage you to try now, what I recommend now. This combination on this weapon, the minimal flinch, I'm telling you, it doesn't really move. If it has moved, it's just a little bit, and Eye of the Storm vacuums the headshot. The accuracy is insane. That's the only way I can put it. But it's not just the slow motion fights that we saw. It's all of them. Like if you go back and look at the video when I get in gunfights, it just doesn't move. It's like I'm doing a wall recoil test. It's like there's nothing even there. It's great. It's so good. And for the lie, Austringer is the best 140 in the game. Technically, no. If they do have the same combination, stability masterwork, small bore, ricochet rounds, rangefinder, and in Palindrome's case, killing wind, not Eye of the Storm, the Austringer fully crafted is 60 range, 91 stability. With the Adept stability mod, Palindrome is 65 range, 95 stability. So no matter what you do, statistically, Palindrome is going to be the pound for pound. And I'm not really sure what's going to beat Palindrome as far as raw stats and Adept mods, but that's just statistically though. There's more to the game than that. There's perk combinations, there's overall feel, and Austringer's got it. I am very confident in this Austringer, and the best part, Palindrome's energy. They don't even share the same spot, so I compare Austringer with Beloved, and that review's coming soon. Cloud Strike, many more weapons. There's loadout variety. As far as the barrel and mag, you can go full bore, you can go polygonal, you can go high cal, but I believe with what I showed, it fits the current meta, and you can always go back and put on a range masterwork, put on hammer forged. And I'm telling you right now, okay, I've played weapons with high caliber rounds, and if you're wondering if you should go high cal or ricochet, I recommend ricochet, because with what I'm doing with this Austringer, it doesn't matter. High cal does not matter, okay? It doesn't. The stability, the total kit, it's way too good. For the perks, there's also a really good PvE hand cannon here, and I will be crafting a PvE Austringer. There's actually very few 140s that can roll Rampage, so we're going to talk about it. In the left column, I am not a believer in Air Assault. Just not. I would stay away from that. Triple Tap, great for PvE. Snapshot is good. I would stay away from Compulsive Reloader. That's currently reserved for Suros weapons because of Suros synergy. Outlaw is great. Eye of the Storm is great. In the right column, Demolitionist, I like Ice Luna and other demo weapons in this slot, but it's here. It's going to do fine if you want to roll it on there. Zen Moment, it's very interesting because the enhanced version also adds +5 stability. So if you were to go polygonal rifling, stability masterwork, ricochet rounds, enhanced eye, enhanced Zen Moment, it gets you to 99 total stability. I wouldn't mess with that though. 91's enough, and it does just fine without it. We have Rampage and Frenzy, very good PvE perks. And then opening shot. Now, before I talk about opening shot, the one I do plan to craft, now I just did get a random roll with triple tap Rampage, and I'm really liking it. It's either gonna be, for me, triple tap Rampage or Outlaw Rampage. I know how Outlaw Rampage works, but I wanna see, like in the dungeon, if triple tap with the Rampage stacks can one tap ads and I can just go on streaks. That's to be determined. But I'm pretty sure, as far as PvE, you know what kind of rolls that you like. Always err to that side. But with opening shot, this is gonna be your choice between rangefinder or opening shot for the Crucible. I personally really value rangefinder because opening shot, it's really good on that first shot of attack like it says. And what's nice is if you do pair it with Eye of the Storm, you have accuracy on the front end and you have accuracy on the back end of a gunfight. That's never a bad thing. And also, opening shot is one of the best things from the air right now. Some of you will go that route, but again, I believe that rangefinder just completes it, all around completes it. It's a grind, but it's a worthy one. So go get one if you're a hand cannon user. This is how I set up mine, and I set it up that way for very specific reasons. And again, honestly, it's outperforming what I thought it could do, like really outperforming what I thought it could do. It's elite. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Let's talk about Austringer down below. What do you think, and how are you going to craft it? And again, go check out Apex Gaming PCs. They're awesome, but I want to hear your thoughts on Austringer. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.